Steve Robbins here. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. As you can imagine, I do a lot of writing. That means I have to write fast. Write fast a whole lot. Writing is one of those things that grabs your brains and sucks it down for hours, kind of like an overeager zombie. In my tenure as Get It Done Guy, I've learned a lot about how to make the writing process work and work well. Write fast by choosing a focus editor. In order to write fast, you need to rev up your brain and keep it there. We're talking 7th gear. Eat your heart out, NASCAR. When you're writing at a computer, you can get your brain revved up by using an editor that takes up the whole screen. All of it. You want this puppy to take over everything. Goodbye taskbar, goodbye dock, goodbye menu bar. Your brain is a turbocharged writing bunny on acid, ready to rock, and using full screen mode will keep you on track at the head of the pack. Microsoft Word has a full screen mode. Sadly, by full screen, they mean full screen except for the cluttered toolbar at the top of the screen that is screaming out to distract you. Mac Pages has a truer full screen mode, but my turbocharged bunny brain scoffs at these big clunky word processors. Instead, I turn to basic text editors so that my mind is completely with my text. I have two favorite full-screen editors. One is Ohm Writer, which runs on both Windows and Mac. It has optional New Age music, and not only provides an uncluttered screen, but it also disables notifications and other interruptions. Most of my writing, however, is done in IA Writer for the Mac. IA Writer's full-screen mode also has a focus mode. Focus mode is a brilliant invention that fades your document into the background except the sentence you're typing, so you're not tempted to go back and rewrite the previous sentence. It's very much like what happens when you're watching your favorite TV show, only instead of turning your brain to grape jelly, this focus mode helps you to do works of great genius. Don't mix formatting and writing. Your bunny brain can't turbocharge and write fast if you don't type fast. One of the biggest slowdowns in writing is making corrections and edits as you write. IA Writer's focus mode helps with that by keeping you concentrating on the current sentence. But that's not enough. Since I'm writing in styled text for the web, I want to be able to use bold and italics and occasionally insert hyperlinks. Traditional word processors, by which I mean all of them, force you to take your hands off the keyboard, use the mouse, select stuff, click buttons, and basically disrupt your mental workflow to add styled text. You just can't type fast and type pretty at the same time. But there's another way. It's called Markdown and Multi-Markdown. IA Writer supports a limited version of Multi-Markdown, which is how I learned about it, and since then I've become a total convert. Multi-Markdown, and its predecessor Markdown, is a very simple way to format text. It's made so you can type fast and still format your text. If you want to type something in italics, you just surround it with asterisks. Asterisk squiggly asterisk means the name squiggly should appear in italics. Surrounding something with two asterisks, asterisk asterisk squiggly asterisk asterisk, makes squiggly bold. You can find a full description of Markdown syntax by visiting the daringfireball.net website or just Googling Markdown cheat sheet. You can also Google multi-markdown reference to find out how multi-markdown works. The neat thing about Markdown is that once you learn it, and it's pretty easy to learn, it's very natural to format a piece of writing. Then once you're done, you can preview it or export it to HTML for a blog, PDF so you can distribute it directly, or RTF to edit it in Pages or Words or some other rich text processor. There are many Markdown editors for many different applications. On the Mac, there's a great application that turns almost any text editor into a Markdown editor. It's called Marked. When you're editing a Markdown file in whatever editor you use, you also open it in Marked. Every time you make a change, Marked updates and will show you what the Markdown formatted version will look like. Then you can create the PDF, HTML, or rich text from Marked, even if your main text editor doesn't directly support Markdown. If you have a WordPress blog, you can get a Markdown plugin to write your posts in Markdown. That's what I do on my personal blog posts. I use the Markdown Quick Tags plugin. I write a post in Markdown, click Render, and it turns the Markdown into HTML ready to view on my blog. When I want to edit it, I click Markdownify, and it turns the post from HTML back into Markdown. If you're a web developer specifically, check out the Markdown editor Moo, M-O-U. It lets you compose in Markdown and view the resulting formatted web page side by side. If you're a Windows user, Markdown Pad does the same thing. Multi-Markdown has changed my life. Now I can write fast and type fast, formatting my glorious, brilliant prose as it sparkles forth from my fingertips. Formatting is no longer an interruption, it's become part of the writing process. Add a full-screen editor that eliminates distractions, and you have a toolkit for writing with focus and flow. This is Steve Robbins. Today's episode has links to a great many editing and markdown resources. Visit getitdone.quickanddirtytips.com to find a link to a page that has all of those other links. I'm Steve Robbins. I help accelerate career success by helping executives identify the skills that will get them to the next level and hone those skills to a razor-sharp edge. If you want to know more, visit steverrobbins.com. That's SteverRobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.